Hey, good morning from McKenzie Mountain right here in Republic, Washington. It is gray and overcast. The fog is almost down to where I'm at right now. I was looking to see if I got turkeys behind me. The fog is almost down to McKenzie Mountain level all around us, but it is something not cold at all, probably 34 degrees, something like that. And so not too cold at all this morning. Got the cattle fed. I am on that hunt for hay still. That's all we got left right there. So I am on the hunt for hay. But it's a good day to get things done. But having some fun with the AI stuff. When I was in high school, I had a 1970 Mustang Mach I, 351 Cleveland. It had a Holley 4-barrel and an Allison transmission, and it was some kind of nice car, but I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have when I had it. It had belonged to my grandparents, and when they passed, I helped to do the probate stuff, and my parents gave me that car as kind of my, because of helping to pay for the lawyers and all of that stuff. And I just didn't appreciate it. I was really little. When I graduated from high school, I was 5'2", weighed 120 pounds. And I sat down so low in that Mustang that I had to look between the steering wheel and the dashboard to see. I was too short. So short I could hardly see to drive it. And it was a hot car. I mean, it was something to drive. And so I just wasn't, and I just really wasn't, I wasn't capable of handling it, and understood that I wasn't capable of handling it. And so I drove it until I finished high school. When I got out of high school, I bought a 1969 Ford LTD 2-door. And I drove it for years and years and years. Mom and Dad kept that Mustang Mach I. I drove it I came back home after a couple of years, and I drove the Mustang a little bit, the Mach I, but not a ton after that. And then at some point my brother drove it and he wrecked it, and that's too bad. I think that car, if we still had it today and in good shape, would be worth $250,000. I know that because my uncle has one that just like it. My uncle and my grandparents bought Mustang Mach I's the same time. My grandparents bought a white one, my uncle bought a blue one. And my uncles, they kept. Grandpa and Grandma died, and when it happened, my aunt and uncle had taken Grandpa to the hospital. He had a heart attack. They took him to the hospital in that Mustang, and then he passed away. And I don't know, some people can do things like this, I guess. They took it and they parked it in the garage and never put a tarp over it, put it in the garage, and never drove it again for 20 years or more. And so then, I don't know how many years ago it was now. It was probably 5 or 6 years ago. My Uncle Pete said, I think I'm going to take that car out and do something with it. So he took it out, took it to a mechanic in the Tri-Cities, who looked at it and said, I'm not even touching this car, and recommended a guy in Idaho. And so he tradered this Mustang to Idaho. This fella up in Idaho took it apart. I guess from what I understand, he took it apart piece by piece and cleaned and just polished everything. The car still had its original paint. It still had the original carpeting, because it hadn't been driven. It was brand new and hadn't been driven for all of those years. It still even had the original, the sticker in the glove box, for when you buy your car. Still had all of those things. And so this guy just fixed it up, and he said, "Now I'll give it." When Uncle Pete came back to pick it up from this guy in Idaho, he says, "I'm not going to let you drive this home on a flatbed trailer." And so he recommended my Uncle Pete went and bought a car hauling trailer, a cargo type trailer to put it in, and keeps it in that and takes it to car shows and things like that. So it's worth a ton. Anyway, so with AI, I've been able to recreate my Mustang. So far it's done it, but it isn't exactly right. Mine had, the air scoop was attached to the carburetor so that when you open the hood, there's actually a hole in the hood, and the air scoop was actually attached to the carburetor rather than being built into the hood of the car. And I haven't been able to get the AI to do that part of it just right yet. But it's been fun because when I was in high school, so I had that 1970 Mustang Mach I. Greg Zuger had a Mercury Cougar, and Dave Smith had a Camaro. I don't remember the name of all of the other people. One of the kids had a blue 442. Another one had a 240Z. And so I've been having fun pitting my Mustang Mach I against their cars with AI, of course. Anyway, having fun with that. Going back to my childhood just a little bit. Hey, listen, I'm going to go to work here. The Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.